nitip yo. Nyicil di invoice. Oke, makasih.
Dan tinggalnya itu ya
berarti suka marah-marah nggak sih?
enggak sih.
Dan siang gitu bukan?
Enggak. Kalau adik yang nomor juga yang tahu pernah
Iya, nah bintang satu itu
ada turunan ya.
Iya.
Nanti harus ganti gulanya pakai diabetasol. Itu manis. Sama kayak
itu sudah mama, pakai mama.
Halo, selamat siang. Sebelumnya perkenalkan, saya Azalea Putri dari tim Application Specialist PT Pharmaceuticals Global. Nah, sebelumnya saya ingin berterima kasih kepada ketersediaan Bapak dan juga Ibu yang telah mengikuti acara webinar kami pada hari ini. Nah, mungkin sembari menunggu peserta webinar lainnya, saya ingin mengingatkan kembali mungkin kalau misalnya ada pertanyaan ataupun hal-hal yang ingin ditanyakan mengenai pharmaceutical testing ataupun pharmaceutical grade untuk bahan habis pakai, itu bisa dicatat dulu. Nanti akan diadakan sesi tanya jawab di akhir dari presentasi seperti itu. Jadi mungkin bisa ditanyakan dulu atau diketik di kolom komentar seperti itu. Nanti akan kami bahas semua pertanyaan dari Bapak dan juga Ibu di sesi Q&A atau tanya jawab diskusi di akhir presentasi seperti itu. Untuk pemateri pada hari ini, itu saya ingin mengingatkan kembali itu dari SRL atau Cisco Research Laboratories yang sudah bergabung juga dengan kita. Hello, Miss.
Yeah, hi Azalia, how are you?
Oh yeah, can you hear my voice?
Can you hear me, Azalia?
Oh yes, we can hear you. But what about you? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I
Okay,
can
great.
hear your voice. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. First of all, probably from our team, PT Plasma Unit Global, we'll share a little bit about our company profile, and after that, you can share your presentation, and also after that, we can hold a Q&A session for the discussion. Is it okay?
Yes, Azalia, it is okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
कौन से इस पे चल रहा है अभी ये?
Take this, no?
साल के बाद पूछे
कौन सा वाला चलता है अभी? आप मेरे को बताओ, मैं आप नहीं कर रहा हूँ। ऐसा मैनेजमेंट इधर तो चलेगा क्या?
हाँ चलेगा।
Baik, karena mungkin sebagian gabung melalui YouTube, jadi kita akan mulai saja webinar ini. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua, Om Swastiastu. Selamat datang Bapak Ibu dan rekan-rekan seluruh peserta webinar kita siang hari ini, di mana siang hari ini kita mengangkat tema webinar kita, yaitu Pharmaceutical Testing and Pharmacopeial Grade Chemical for Your Research and Industry. Sebelumnya, perkenalkan, saya Oscar sebagai moderator yang akan memandu acara webinar kita siang hari ini, dan saat ini juga saya dibantu oleh rekan saya, yaitu Pak Azalia.
Ya, halo semuanya. Perkenalkan, saya Azalia Putri sebagai application spesialis dari PT Plasma Unit Global.
Nah, iya, jadi Bapak, Ibu, dan rekan-rekan di sini sebagian besar mungkin sudah cukup familiar dengan penyelenggara acara webinar siang hari ini, yaitu kami adalah partner Bapak Ibu sekalian yang tergabung dalam PT Plasma Unit Global atau yang biasa disebut sebagai Plasma. Nah, Plasma ini merupakan perusahaan distributor yang bergerak di bidang life science secara umum, yang berdiri di tahun 2017 dengan tim yang membentuk sudah berpengalaman lebih dari 20 tahun di bidang sales dan marketing untuk life science product maupun pengaplikasiannya. Nah, visi misi yang kami bawa, kami ingin menjadi perusahaan yang memimpin di bidang kami saat ini dengan semangat kami untuk membantu Bapak Ibu mencapai tujuan masing-masing. Nah, untuk itu salah satu program dari kami untuk mengadakan seminar siang hari ini yang nantinya akan lebih detailnya dijelaskan oleh pembicara yang berasal dari salah satu big brand partner kami dari Cisco Research Laboratories. Ya, Bapak Ibu dan rekan-rekan di sini mungkin untuk alamat PT Plasma Unit Global ini sendiri, kami berlokasi di Rukan Grand Orchard Blok GOS B22 di Jalan Terusan Kelapa Hibrida, Jakarta Utara. Untuk kontak telepon dan email mungkin boleh dicatat bagi Bapak Ibu dan rekan-rekan di sini yang nantinya mungkin ingin ada sharing atau diskusi dengan tim kami. Kami sangat membuka kesempatan selebar-lebarnya. Untuk itu, untuk kontak telepon dan email mungkin boleh dicatat. Dan Bapak Ibu rekan-rekan di sini juga boleh mengunjungi website kami untuk mungkin tahu detail produk kami secara lebih rinci di www.plasmaunitech.com. Nah, di sini Bapak Ibu beberapa bisnis partner kami atau brand-brand yang kami agemi, diantaranya ada Reagen Jenny, Mini PCR, NES, Denatrasia, Anbiotek, Lovion, Cisco Research Laboratories, Logos Biosystem, Acumax, Genome, dan Biotulfix. Saya jelaskan sedikit mengenai produk-produk yang ada di PT Plasma Unitech Global. Jadi salah satunya ada DNA Tracia. Ini merupakan produk kit DNA tracer yang digunakan untuk biasanya untuk QC di bidang industri. Kemudian ada Mini PCR. Nah, Mini PCR ini merupakan teknologi yang memudahkan PCR atau bidan molekuler dengan PCR portable yang dapat digunakan dimanapun, kapanpun, jadi mudah digunakan dan lebih terjangkau, begitu. Kemudian ada NES juga. Di sini salah satu produk plasma yang sudah banyak digunakan oleh partner kami juga di sini untuk plastik well lebih tepatnya, atau bahan haus yang berbahan disposable seperti itu untuk bidang kultur sel, molekuler, imunoassay maupun penanganan dan penyimpanan liquid. Kemudian salah satu produk dari plasma juga ada Panbiotek. Panbiotek ini menawarkan serum, reagen sel kultur maupun media-media kultur sel dan salt solution maupun antibiotik. Nah, kemudian kami juga mengagemi Logos Biosystem, di mana Logos Biosystem ini merupakan teknologi automated cell counting, digital cell imaging, tissue clearing, and 3D imaging. Kemudian, nah ini salah satu big brand partner kami, yaitu Cisco Research Laboratories. Ini merupakan reagen chemical secara umum, mulai dari biochemicals, nanotechnology product, dehydrated culture media, dan lain sebagainya. Nanti detailnya akan dijelaskan kembali. Dan di sini ada juga Reagen Jenny dari UK. Ini merupakan premium brand yang menawarkan untuk kit-kit assay, antibody, maupun kit ELISA seperti itu. Kami juga mengagemi selain tadi bahan haus dan juga semiconductor, kami juga mengagemi instrumentasi untuk keperluan laboratorium secara umum dari brand Electron atau LabDesk dari UK. Nah, ini untuk aplikasi-aplikasi peralatannya, baik itu untuk pangan, bidang pangan, farmasi, maupun bidang pendidikan, penelitian, medis juga. Nah, demikian mungkin penjelasan produk-produk yang sekiranya sesuai yang dapat kami support seperti itu. Jadi secara garis besarnya PT Plasma ini fokus produk kami untuk bidang sel bio dan bioproses, untuk bidang genomics, general lab, applied science maupun proteomics. Nah, untuk coverage area kami mendistribusikan produk-produk tersebut yang tersebar di seluruh wilayah Indonesia tentunya. Dan saat ini kami berpusat di Pulau Jawa, sekitar 70% area market share kami ada di Pulau Jawa. Nah, untuk institusi-institusi yang bekerja sama baik dengan kami, di antaranya ada institusi pendidikan seperti Universitas Indonesia, IPB, UI, IPB, lalu ada juga institusi penelitian seperti Biogen, LIPI, maupun institusi-institusi swasta seperti Danone, Garuda Food, Otsuka, Kalbe, Dexa, Sinarmas, dan lain sebagainya. Nah, jadi beberapa bidang dari customer kami diantaranya untuk bidang pharmaceutical, stem cell, maupun pengembangan vaksin. Kami juga bekerja sama dengan beberapa rumah sakit seperti Rumah Sakit Sutomo, RSCM, Darmais, maupun Rumah Sakit Hasan Sadikin. Nah, kira-kira demikian gambaran dari plasma itu sendiri. Untuk selanjutnya mengenai Cisco Research Laboratories mungkin akan dijelaskan oleh Azer.
Iya, terima kasih banyak Oscar untuk presentasinya. Mungkin bisa di next lagi sampai semuanya terbuka atau keluar kepada Pak Oscar. Ya, sebelumnya untuk Cisco Research Laboratories ini merupakan kami begini untuk Cisco Research Laboratories yang menyediakan bahan habis pakai dan juga kami menyediakan untuk semua keperluan yang dapat mendukung penelitian Bapak dan Ibu. Jadi baik itu dari biochemicals atau di bidang biologi molekular, atau beberapa larutan-larutan, dan juga beberapa kultur media seperti itu. Nah, untuk beberapa sertifikasinya juga telah SRL ini telah mengantongi dari FDA, CE, GMP, dan ISO seperti itu. Nah, mungkin untuk lebih jelasnya lagi, saya akan mengembalikan kepada key speaker kita pada hari ini, yaitu Mr. Akash dan juga Miss Mita gitu sebagai speaker pada hari ini. So, hello, Mr. Akash and Smita. Can you hear my voice?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Previously, I already informed you as our key speaker for today's webinar. So, yeah, and also before that, I will also remember the participant. If they have the questions, you can chat in the chatting box, or you can write it down and we will answer the questions in the Q&A session after the presentations. So without waiting any further, I will pass it over to Mr. Akash and for the presentation.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So, good afternoon, everybody. It's very nice to be introduced like that by the PT Plasma team. So, without going into too much detail, I will start off with telling you a little bit about our company and what we do. Just give me a second while I put up my presentation. So presentation. What? Okay. So first, a little bit about our company. Who are we? So many of you all may have heard of us. Many of you all may have read about us, and some people may not know anything about us. So we are essentially manufacturers of research and fine chemicals, all the ACS, AR, molecular biology grade, as well as pharmaceutical ingredient manufacturers of fine chemicals. We manufacture biotech products, raw materials. We also manufacture uh, organic as well as inorganic products. We do all kinds of microbiology products manufacturing, the dehydrated culture media, antibiotics, the supplements, biological ingredients for fermentation, as well as we do a range of products that we call the DNA and protein tools, which we have trademarked as the BioLit range of products. So these are all the PCR products. And in light of all the COVID condition all over the world, many of our products, in fact, we are one of the first people in India to be helping more than 15 manufacturers of COVID kits, RT-PCR kits, as well as we have our contribution in the vaccine manufacturers of India as well. So this is what we manufacture. All of these products are typically used for quality control, for analytical R&D, for education, as well as for research activities, and also for pharmaceutical bulk production, biopharmaceutical similars, API manufacturing formulations, and other such applications. So a little bit of a history. We are a 45-year-old organization where our managing director, he has been the recipient of multiple awards. He was the Indian Achiever Award in 2014, and in 2020 we were awarded as the best biotech company in India for the year 2020. We have about 300 people working with us. Most of those are scientists. Uh, all our products are certified by ISO, FDA, GMP, as well as other regulatory certifications. Our labs are NABL approved and certified. So this is a little bit to inform you about the quality emphasis of the company. We are based in Mumbai, in India. We have 3 manufacturing units, 5 warehouses where we stock thousands, hundred thousands of products, in fact, and we work globally with more than 80 countries, with more than 120 distributors. And you can see all of these in the research articles and publications that you can easily find on Google. So we manufacture about 6,000 products. All of these products, along with the complete specifications, are on our website as well. You can log in. You can just go to the website. You don't need to log in. These are some of the countries where we supply. So there's Europe, there's the African subcontinent, the Americas, Central Asia, Middle East, as well as East Asia. So you all are, the products that you all would try in the future, they'd be products that are being used all over the world by all the leading scientists, by all the leading institutes. With respect to our technical strength, we have completely state-of-the-art quality control facilities. We have 6 QC labs, 6 massive QC labs, in fact, in all our various departments. More than 25 PhDs working with us, more than 50 MSCs working, and the whole focus has always been about quality. Along with quality comes consistency, repeatability of your results, scalability, and continuity. So something which you buy today will be the absolute same quality if you buy it next year or the year after, and so on. So our focus has always been on quality, and this is the core focus of the company. For special customers, if scientists, many times they come to us asking for some kind of customizations. So whether it's microbiology, whether it's pharmaceutical testing, they want or it's solvent or GC, HPLC analysis. They want us to do something which is very specific to their application. We can always assist with that in customizing products. We've seen many companies like, let me just name the Sigmas and the Mercks all over the world. It's very difficult for them to customize the product. And that's why most people, most scientists have faced problems with respect to keeping quality intact, with respect to accommodating the scientists. So here we are very open to something like that. We already have been doing that since the last 20-25 years. And if anybody has some project like that where you want to make something different or tweak some quality, we are more than happy to help. You can contact the PT Plasma team. Uh, so without further ado, uh, I mean, of course, the supplier logistics, customer handling, we are very close with PT Plasma. We are very close with all our customers, and we make sure the logistics, the packaging, the delivery is pushed as fast as possible. We've seen in Asian countries, typically it takes 2 to 3 months for people to receive their chemicals. In some cases, people wait for 4 months and 5 months. But if you come to India, if you talk to any of our customers in India or in other countries, we have the ability and we have the history of being able to supply and dispatch materials sometimes within the week, sometimes within like 10 days, or sometimes in very urgent situations we can even dispatch in 2 or 3 days. You can see all of this information on the website, so you know how much stock we have already. You don't need to ask your distributor also, you don't need to ask us, you can see it yourself, and all this is available on the website. I will show you that a little bit. I'll show you that a little ahead. But like I said, all the approximate approximate pricing information, I'm saying approximate is because the actual costing will be the actual quotations will be given by PT Plasma to you, and it depends on many factors like hazardous nature of goods, the hazardous packing. However, an approximate pricing is available on our website, along with the pack sizes, along with stock updation, so you know how much stock there is, uh, as well as all the technical specifications of the product. These are all available on the website. You don't need to log in, you don't need to register on the website. It's open for all. Our mission is to provide high quality products with performance, with value pricing, not only a very high quality product with very high price, but we want to provide these products at a value pricing, so, while it's establishing successful relations with the customers as well as suppliers. So we want to be able to offer a complete package, not only, not only high quality products at, very high prices that other companies do right now. And I guess this is the reason that PT Plasma has initiated this kind of a forum. Many of our competitors like Sigma Aldrich, like Thermo Fisher, VWR, which many of you all must be using today and for many years, are probably, you may notice that the pricing is very high. You will notice this only if you go to our website and see our pricing. Then you will come to know what is the actual difference that you are paying right now. I have said this in many of my presentations. Sigma Aldrich, Merck, VWR, Thermo Fisher are all our customers. We supply our products to them in bulk packaging, whether it's Belgium, whether it's Switzerland, the US, or to all their repackaging plants. They repackage it and they supply it back to you. So essentially, you are paying the price for shipping the material all over the world and then bringing it to Indonesia to your lab. That is one of the reasons you are paying such a high price for the products. Of course, the people who have used the product know the quality. Those some people who have not used the product, we ask you to try our product by asking for samples, free samples or paid samples. You can ask PT Plasma and they'll be happy to help you out. We have, consignments going out to them every 2 to 3 weeks from India, and they have a large inventory already in Indonesia. So they can supply to samples to you, which you can test in your lab against a Sigma product. So which products do we actually offer? The whole range includes biochemicals, molecular biology products, organic and inorganic compounds, intermediates, solvents and the other reagents for HPLC, GCHS, UV spectroscopy, simple AR or ACS grade reagents, as well as pharma grade reagents, so USP, BP passing ingredients, culture media, which are used for microbiology, for fermentation, ingredients of the culture media, supplements, and various types of media kits for testing of various organisms, uh, nanotechnology products, carbon nanotubes, nanofilms, nanosolutions, as well as DNA and protein tools, which is the tacks, the ladders, the markers, all kinds of staining dyes. I'm just briefly going to run through a few of the products in the next few slides so you can have an idea about what kind of sciences we cater to. So typically for gel electrophoresis or SDS page, we offer agaroses, acrylamides, SDS, MBA, methylene bisacrylamides, as well as beaded agaroses. For the DNA and RNA accessory, we provide all the ingredients like the ammonium persulfate, boric acid, EDTA, DNase, Triton X100, TEMED, lysozyme, DTP, IPTG, proteinase K, and the whole range of products. Many dyes and indicators for routine endpoint analysis, as well as fluorescent dyes for biological staining applications. We supply albumin bovines, biocatalyst products, as well as the entire range of biological buffers that includes all the TRIS products, pipes, HEPs, MOPs, uh, and all the accessory range of products. In the biochemical range of products, we provide many specialized products which have very selective application. But we are also one of the largest supplier of research enzymes and enzyme substrates for all kind of biochemistry applications. Some of the names are listed here. We provide the biodetergents for adjusting your reactions as well as adding as buffers. We do all the range of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, amino acids, protected amino acids, as well as for pharmaceutical testing, we do uh, uh, the entire range of tablet dissolution testing. So for simulated gastric fluid as well as stimulated intestinal fluid. So sodium lauryl sulfate, we are one of the largest global manufacturers of the dissolution grade of this product, as well as all the range of bile acids, which may be used in quality control as well. Coming to some of the other range of products, we do plant growth regulators, hormones, mutagens, all the solvents, even molecular biology grade of solvents, uh, chromatographic materials, boronic acids, as well as peptide synthesis reagents, linkers, free radical testing for DPPH, for example, and all the range of precious metal compounds, which are required for chemistry applications again. When it comes to HPLC, GC, and other pharmaceutical quality testing, we are very strong, and we supply very high quality HPLC and GC solvents. The range is here, as well as dry solvents for all your dry testing applications. All these solvents, the dry solvents, have a very low moisture content, which is 0.002% water. These are all supplied with SEPTA, so that you can keep using these dry solvents for multiple applications. Then there are the ion pairing reagents, quaternary ammonium compounds, and AS standards as well. So as you see, there are so many, there's the entire range of compounds that any pharmaceutical laboratory will need for its application and lab. These nano products, I will just simply run through for all research where nano compounds are used. We are one of the largest manufacturers of nano compounds and all various kinds of nanotubes, as well as the routine general nano powders, graphene, graphite. We're one of the leading people who have uh, revolutionized the nanotech industry. Now, one of the very important ranges of our products is the culture media. These are all dehydrated powders, which are equivalent in quality to DIFCO, Oxoid, as well as other companies like High Media and many of the British companies as well as Sigma or Rich. So all the routine culture media products, as well as the biological ingredients like peptones, yeast extract, tryptones, casamino acids, agar, lecithins, and many of the antibiotic supplements which are used along with the media for uh, uh, proper growth and inhibition and promotion of certain organisms. We specialize in special kinds of organisms as well. So, just as an example, E. coli, we have a few products that we've mentioned here, but there are so many products, as many of you all will know, uh, where we have for selective as well as, sorry, let me just go back here 1 second, for selective as well as non-selective media, and these are some examples here. The next few slides are simply the industries where we supply all these media to, or the kind of sciences that these media are used in. So sterility in the pharmaceutical industry, they're used for sterility testing, MLTs, the microbial limit test, vitamin assay, antibiotic assay. Uh, in food processing as well, they're used for all of these organisms. Uh, for clinical tests and hospital usage, we have all organisms for all of these media, for bacteria, fungi, uh, and all ATT. All of these media are actually tested using ATCC strains. Uh, we only use ATCC strains with very high recovery rate as well for our medias. Uh, I guess if you haven't used our culture media, you should try it. One of the large advantages of our culture media is actually the pack sizes. So with normal other companies, you have only a 500-gram pack size, whereas with our products, we offer a 100-gram pack size as well, which is a very small pack size, which if you have a limited usage, you don't really need to buy a large pack size for it. So these are some of the advantages of our culture media products. Then we also have the chromogenic media for selective and single chromogenic substrates which are added in the media. These are of course used in comparison with certain traditional methods where you have to use multiple medias. And here the single media does the identification of multiple organisms. So if any of you use chromogenic media, we can uh, be happy to supply certain samples or give you information about these products. These are, of course, some of the examples of our products. So not only do our products give the right color, they give the right growth, they give the right timeline, they have the exact right pH where the appropriate organism which needs to grow on that product is promoted. And these are the focus areas of all our technical team. Now, coming towards the end, some of our customers in the industry, I mean, we supply all over to all the largest laboratories like Johnson & Johnson, AstraZeneca, Novartis, Merck Pharmaceuticals. We supply to all the testing laboratories, CROs, food and beverage companies, in fact, like Cadbury's, Cargill, Carlsberg, Coca-Cola, Danone, and also the cosmetic and beauty industry like Avon, Amway, P&G, and all of the others. In the institutional segment, we supply to all of these various institutes and research centers. So whether it's agriculture or atomic energy, biotechnology, environmental sciences, food and beverage, and the many institutional departments here, we supply all our products to all of these because of the wide range of product range that we have. And then, of course, there's the oil and gas industry, the poultry industry, the milk and dairy industry. These are all typical customers of ours. Uh, with that, I come to the end, and I leave the floor open for some questions. So please feel free. Azalea, have I?
Okay. Thank you very much for the explanation and your presentation, Mr. Akash. So for the question and answer session, we open for the question and answer session. Terima kasih banyak atas partisipasinya dan juga presentasinya kepada para partisipan dan juga Mr. Akash. Mungkin apabila ada pertanyaan yang ingin disampaikan oleh para peserta dapat langsung diketik di kolom komentar ataupun dapat langsung raise hand seperti itu dengan menggunakan Zoom seperti itu, menggunakan reaction di Zoom.
So where am I seeing?
Oh.
Ini udah sampai abu.
Pak, pakai LT gimana? Apa itu? Biomatek itu apa? Biomatek itu apa? Biotek, dia salah nyebut varian. Jadi kok bisa Pak Uli yang pakai cara laboratorium? Saya nggak tahu.
Selamat siang, Bapak Herman. Pak Herman Irawan, apakah ada yang ingin ditanyakan?
Full sir.
No.
Okay, Mr. Akash, we are still waiting for the answer for the question from the participant. So before that, if you have any further information to share, or some you can
if you want, let me quickly share one more small presentation that I have, which is just to show your users the pack sizes that we have and how our products actually look. Can I do that, Azalea?
Oh yes, of course you can.
Okay, thank you. This is a really quick, short one. Okay, so this is to all the participants. This is just to show you how our typical documents look. So if you ever purchase a product, what kind of specifications we show and supply along with our products. So of course, the COA, the certificate of analysis, is the most important for most people because that's where all the detailed information is mentioned. So here, not only do we stress on the standard the specifications and the purity of the product, but also the impurities of the product, which are the most important aspects of any chemical product. The impurity is where nobody focuses on. Everybody pays attention only to purity, whether it's 99 or 99.5. Well, that doesn't matter so much. What matters is the impurity content. If there are certain impurities of lead, arsenic, chromium, and so many other ions, that can actually have an effect of the reaction going wrong, even if the purity is 99.5. So these are some of the other documents, of course. This is typically how our label looks. So you see all the specifications on the label itself, as well as on the COA, of course. So you see all the limits of impurities that are mentioned here very clearly. We also mentioned the batch number, so you can download your COA, manufacturing date. These are, of course, very standard now, and they are expected by all the users. For the culture media ingredients, we give all the directions of use, the applications, the composition of the product here, as well as the typical batch number and other details, so that the user knows when this product was manufactured and when is the expiry and so on. These are, of course, some other examples of our PCR products and kits. And then the typical bottle of SRL looks like this, depending on the size of the bottle that you purchase and depending on the product. So liquid products typically are packed in such bottles. Biochemical products, which are also packed in glass bottles. So many of our competitors, we've seen our packaging products in plastic bottles. Now, plastic bottles is not only bad for the environment, but also in some cases not suitable for the chemical product that is packed inside it. And over a long-term storage for 1 or 2 years, some chemicals tend to react with plastic bottles. And that's one of the reasons many of our products are in glass bottles, which are totally inert and which are even dark colored to protect it from sunlight and other ambient light for those light sensitive chemicals.
Okay.
Then these are plastic bottles of various products. The custom media products are packed in such bottles. As you see here, these are the 100-gram bottles and these are the 500-gram bottles. These are large drum packs for people who are actually going to be using large quantity product. And these are the protein marker ranges that we have. Yeah, so I think this was just to add something more, Azalia, to.
Okay. Actually, Mr. Akas, we got some questions from the YouTube channel. And
I'm sorry, I can't. It's not clear.
Can you hear my voice right now?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Mr. Yuwono Wibowo asked that he's been told by your staff that your pharma grade chemical is equivalent to improved grade.
Absolutely.
Could you confirm that?
I'm sorry?
Could you confirm to Mr. Yuwono?
Yes.
You already done the improved grade.
Yes. So the improved range is the range of Merck or Sigma, which is passing as per USP, BP, and European Pharma specification. In the SRL catalog, you will find certain products with the grade called XZ+, and I'm putting it on chat here, XZ+. This is the range which is equivalent to the MPRO range of Merck.
Okay, thank you very much. And also, because our theme for today is the Pharmacopeial grade and pharmacy testing, could you share a little bit about the problem that usually the customer gets regarding the pharmacy testing or the Pharmacopeial grade from SRL?
Just 1 second. With respect to pharmaceutical testing, I would, from my experience in the last 10 to 15 years, I think the one concern every pharma testing lab has is that they are very scared to test any new product, or they're scared to try a new brand which is unproven to them. They've never used it, or they've not heard of it, and they're very scared to try it. Also, when we speak to many of our pharmaceutical customers, the pricing is very important to them. But when they see our pricing, many times they are very surprised to see a large difference in the pricing. That means our pricing is actually very much lower than the pricing of the old brands like Merck. And that that's something that people tell us, that they doubt whether it's the same quality. But then when they try the product, they realize that it's exactly the same quality. And this is one of the things that I would like to tell your users is that uh, the products, chemical products, actually are not supposed to be so expensive. But because of the branding companies, they've made it more and more expensive over the last 5 to 10 years. But they are actually not supposed to be that expensive. So my only suggestion is to see the specification on the website and to compare the specification to the specification of your existing brand, and then you will know that the products are exactly the same. For microbiology labs, Azalia, what we've seen is that many times the culture media that they procure, they are dependent only on one supplier. So whether it's Oxoid, Diffco, or even High Media, and these companies, they take very long times to ship their products, and many times the local stockist or local distributors do not have the stock. So customers they are forced to purchase large quantity, keep it in stock. Many times the stock gets spoiled, it becomes a cake. And this is not how a pharmaceutical lab is supposed to function.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Akas, for the answer. Also, we have another question. We have another questions from our participant?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any cases for identified pharmaceutical compound in aquatic environment?
Let me see the question here again.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Do you have any cases for identified pharmaceutical compounds in? I guess I would ask Muhammad to send this separately as a mail, because I will have to speak to my technical team. What this means, and maybe a little more detail in the question will be helpful. But also there is the next question here, which I will be happy to answer. That for pharmaceutical grade, what is the difference? What is the this grade between HPLC and GC grade for compound analysis? So I think what we can do is we can send you the difference is actually not only in the purity of the product, but the difference is all in the impurity. One, the HPLC grade of product is to be used in the HPLC instrument, obviously, and the GC grade is to be used in the GC grade instrument. And for both of these instruments, the column, the identifiers, the sensors are all different. When we distill solvents for HPLC grade, they are actually geared to work at optimum levels and identify and give the optimum base reading as well as the base graph in the HPLC equipment, as well as the same thing in the GC. So if you see acetone or acetonitrile, GC grade versus HPLC grade, the specification itself are very, very clear about the difference. So I guess I can't elaborate on the exact difference here because it's too technical, but you can see the specs and know the difference. If you want, we can send some information across to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Akas, for the answer. And also we get questions that usually asked by the customer or the participant. They always say that again about the Halal certificate. The Halal certificate for the
Halal certificate.
Halal certificate for the product.
All our products, all our biological products, which are sourced from biological ingredients, they are all from Halal certified vendors. So all the peptones, all the beef and all the other ingredients that we use, they are all purchase from halal certified vendors, because we supply to a lot of the Muslim countries, the UAE and all of those countries as well. So we only work with halal certified vendors. However, in fact, since the last 1.5 or 2 years, the halal body in India is actually going back and forth with the change in laws. So we've actually applied to them. They've replied to us about the change in the halal certification. So we are in the process of doing that. And as soon as we do that, we'll be able to label our products as halal certified, but we don't want to do it the wrong way today. But that being said, I can comfortably tell you that every single product of ours is purchased from halal certified vendors, not only from today, but from many years ago. So your users can use it knowing that it is halal certified as well.
Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Akash, for the answer again. And also, we got also a questions for the industry. Usually, they use a very big amount of the products.
Okay.
So, can they customize it?
Yes. So if you want some customization in terms of moisture content or particular particle size, mesh size, or even some chloride content, they can be customized and provided.
Oh, Mr. Akash, probably I will translate your answer to Indonesian.
Yes.
It's okay.
Please.
Ya, jadi untuk produk-produk dari SRL ini, apalagi untuk industri, itu tetap bisa di-customize, apalagi apabila membutuhkan ukuran yang sangat besar, ataupun produk tertentu, ataupun ada hal-hal yang ingin ditambahkan, seperti spesifikasinya, seperti itu bisa langsung menghubungi kami, PT Plasma, dan akan kami sampaikan kepada pihak SRL-nya, seperti itu. Okay. Is there any further questions? Apakah ada pertanyaan lainnya dari partisipan? Yes, Mr. Akash. Actually, I also sometimes get questions from our customer that in the pharmacy. Therefore, in the pharmacy, that some kind of the problem usually they're facing off is not about the product, but also the optimization about the products itself. So, have you ever get or found any issues regarding the problem of the optimization or something like that for taking a new product? Therefore, you say that the customer usually scared to try the new product because of that, right? So do you have any further cases, something like that, so you can share?
Your question is very valid, Azalia, and this kind of question comes to us all the time. There are critical reactions and there are routine reactions. So critical reactions, people are more scared to use the product, a new product in critical reactions, because that may affect a long-term research study. But for routine reactions, these problems don't come up. So routine testing, chloride testing, or mercury testing, or so many other types of testing, these problems don't come up. I would only suggest that if somebody is, they don't want to risk critical testing, we of course have done 40 years of optimization to make our product equal to their other products. But if some users do not want to try in critical applications, I would suggest, why don't you try routine application, routine products? Then you can get more confidence, and then you can try in critical products. But I will say again, we have optimized all products as being comparable to all the best brands in the world, because we also supply to these best brands, you know. And so our products, we are confident, are absolutely the same. In many cases, if you see our specification, they are actually better than Sigma Aldrich specification also.
Let me translate your answer, Mr. Akash. Jadi untuk penggunaan ataupun sampel yang nanti akan diberikan, misalnya untuk pihak industri yang biasanya menggunakan bahan-bahan habis pakai pharmaceutical grade ini, ada 2 testing yang biasanya digunakan, yaitu critical testing dan juga routine testing. Nah, mungkin dari Mr. Akash sendiri menyarankan apabila ingin dicoba dan takut untuk mengubah critical testingnya, kita dapat mencoba dulu atau kita dapat mensupport untuk di bagian rutin testing produknya gitu. Nah, setelah mungkin dapat menjadi lebih baik seperti itu, mungkin akan bisa dibantu untuk pihak selanjutnya, akan kami bantu juga untuk pemberian sampel ke tahap critical testingnya. Dan untuk pihak SRL sendiri juga telah melakukan in-house testing dan juga comparable dengan semua jenis brand-brand seperti Merck, Sigma yang terkenal di seluruh dunia. Dan itu juga dapat dibandingkan si SRL ini seperti itu. Dan ya mungkin beberapa rutin testingnya itu mungkin seperti yang Mr. Akash bilang, seperti chloride testing dan juga mercury testing seperti itu. Nanti mungkin untuk lebih lanjutnya dapat menghubungi kami jika para partisipan membutuhkan sampel seperti itu. And Mr. Akash, we also get questions in the chat from Muhammad Yudhistira Aziz. How about the expired time and storaging your chemical grade between other chemical grade to avoid potential contamination?
Yes, so for chemicals, the standard expiry period is 5 years. They are packaged in such a way that there is 2 or 3 layers of packaging. So the contamination is completely avoided if the product is stored without opening. For culture media products, we give an expiry of 3 years. And these product packagings are made in such a way to avoid moisture from entering the bottle, as well as any potential external fumes from entering the bottle. So they are packaged in such a way that they can sit for 5 years, and actually after 5 years also the chemicals are perfectly fine. So they don't really expire and you don't need to discard them. But we do mention a maximum expiry of 5 years.
Let me translate first. Ya, jadi untuk penyimpanannya ini pada umumnya bisa disimpan selama 5 tahun seperti itu. Nah, tetapi juga untuk packagingnya ini terdapat 3 layer untuk storage produknya ini, jadi sangat aman. Dan untuk medium biasanya itu tahan sampai 3 tahun. Nah, untuk medium ini biasanya juga telah dibuat dengan 3 layering tadi, sehingga tidak ada organisme yang bisa masuk ke dalam atau tidak akan terkontaminasi si produk untuk medium ini, seperti itu. Jadi memang sudah terjaga kualitas untuk penyimpanannya 3 tahun sampai 5 tahun, seperti itu. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Akash, for the answer. And also, yes, I think that's the question answer or for the chat. So let me check first for the YouTube channel. The question for the YouTube.
So Azalia,
Yes.
I will quickly just show you one product on our website, and just to show your users how they can quickly use our website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So just
okay,
a quick
please.
2 minutes.
Okay.
So here is our website. You just go to srlchem.com, srlchem.com. And for example, let's search for a simple product, sodium chloride. And you press enter. You don't need to register. You don't need to do anything. These are all the various grades of sodium chloride and culture media which have sodium chloride as an ingredient. If you want to see as a reference price in your currency, you can just click on here, change currency, and you can select between about 16 various currencies. So I've just put US dollars as a reference for you. Now, when you press OK, these are already going to be in US dollars now. Let's say sodium chloride molecular biology grade. And this is now, if you click on it, you see here the complete specification along with the absorbance values, DNAs, RNAs free, as well as all the heavy metals, the phosphates, copper, bromide, iodine, all the specifications are completely here with the pack size, as well as the approximate pricing of the product. And in many of the cases, you will see the actual product, how it looks as a powder, how the bottle packaging looks. So this also gives you an idea of the actual product. You see, and here now, if you want to see how much stock we have of this product, so you just click on this button here, stock check, and instantly it will open up what is the live stock we have in all our various locations. So you know that this product is available in India. Now, the only time it takes is to get from India to Indonesia. You see, this is applicable for all products of our company. So if we take, for example, EDTA or potassium, let's say EDTA. So you click on it, you just click on EDTA here. You'll see all the specifications of EDTA, including the absorbance values, which are equivalent to sigma if you will compare it to sigma. You have the smallest packaging, 500 grams, 1 kilo, as well as 5 kilo packaging. And then if you want to see how much stock you have of this product, you just click on the stock check and you will see that this is in stock in various of our locations. So this is just a small example to show you that these are all live technologies that we are using. And that's what I just wanted to show to your users.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Akash, for the clear explanation and also the great sharing to our participant. Also, I think it's enough for the questions and answer from the YouTube channel, and also and also from the chat box. If you have further information to us, you can share it. Or is it enough from you? Or
yes, I think somebody asked for a product list, which I'm sure you will be able to share with them as well.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course we will. Oke, baik. Apabila tidak ada pertanyaan lagi dari pihak partisipan, saya akan membacakan summary-nya terlebih dahulu untuk webinar kita pada hari ini. So, Mr. Akash, I will tell our participant about the summary for today's webinar in Indonesia.
Sure.
Iya, jadi untuk SRL ini telah menyelesaikan lebih dari 4 dekade untuk pembuatan reagen dan juga biokimia yang sangat kompleks sehingga kualitasnya juga dapat bersaing secara internasional dan juga dapat dibandingkan dengan produk-produk lainnya seperti Sigma dan juga Merck. Nah, SRL juga selain itu menawarkan bahan kimia dengan kemurnian yang sangat tinggi dan juga berbagai macam grade, khususnya Pharmacopeial grade yang biasanya kita cek atau kita temukan dengan tanda Hplc di dalam produk SRL ini, dan Hplc ini yang setara dengan M-Proof tadi, seperti itu. Dan juga untuk SRL sendiri ini telah tersertifikasi baik itu ISO, FDA, GMP, dan juga CE. lalu juga didukung oleh rangkaian produk-produk SRL yang telah masuk ke dalam beberapa industri internasional, baik itu dalam bidang research and development-nya, QC, proses farmasi, diagnostik kit, dan juga vaksin. Selain itu juga ada beberapa produk selain farmasi grade yang ditawarkan oleh SRL ini, diantaranya bahan kimia dan juga pelarut laboratorium secara general, ada juga bioreagen, produk nanoteknologi, media kultur, itu yang biologis, dan lain sebagainya, serta ada juga untuk rangkaian DNA dan juga protein biolit seperti itu. Jadi semuanya lengkap ada di SRL. Jadi jika para partisipan dapat menghubungi kami PT Plasma Unit Global apabila membutuhkan sampel ataupun penawaran, jangan ragu untuk menghubungi kami. Seperti yang tadi telah disebutkan oleh Mr. Akash, baik itu untuk rutin produknya dulu, baru nanti ke critical testingnya seperti itu. Ya, mungkin waktu dan tempat saya kembalikan lagi kepada Oscar sebagai moderator.
Ya, terima kasih Kak Azel atas diskusinya siang hari ini bersama Mr. Akas. Thank you so much, Mr. Akas, for your presentation. Dan di sini saya juga ingin, sebelum penutupan, saya ingin memberikan sedikit pengumuman mengenai adanya promo dari plasma. Di antaranya yang pertama di sini ada burner atau dari brand Lab Flame. Nah, ini merupakan teknologi seperti burner yang dapat digunakan secara otomatis seperti itu Bapak Ibu. Jadi biasanya ini banyak digunakan untuk kegiatan mikrobiologi seperti itu. Nah, ini sangat membantu karena menggunakan alat ini, salah satu keunggulannya Bapak Ibu bisa mengatur panas dari alat tersebut seperti itu. Nah, di bulan ini hingga 14 April pertengahan bulan depan kami akan memberikan promo spesial dengan harga 10.900.000 untuk satu item dosen ini. Kemudian di bulan ini juga kami sedang mengadakan promo dari brand Acumax. Ini merupakan produk bahan haus juga, seperti filter tips, PCR tube, dan di sini juga ada micropipet yang mungkin kebutuhannya rutin ya, kegiatan molekuler khususnya. Nah, jadi Bapak Ibu yang sekarang mungkin sedang banyak kegiatan di bidang molekuler, dapat menanyakan ke tim kami yang sebelumnya menghubungi Bapak Ibu untuk promo mengenai Acumax maupun yang tertarik dengan lab tadi. Nah, saya juga ingin mengingatkan untuk nanti Bapak Ibu mungkin bisa kembali membuka website dari SRL sendiri seperti yang tadi sudah disampaikan oleh Mr. Akas. Di sini juga Bapak Ibu mungkin sedikit tambahan. Di sini Bapak Ibu juga bisa melihat ragam produk dari Sys Laboratories ini. Di sini di bagian produk ini Bapak Ibu bisa mengklik produk tadi. Nah, di sini Bapak Ibu bisa melihat klasifikasi dari setiap aplikasi dari reagen chemical yang ditawarkan dari Cisco Research Laboratories ini. Nah, ini sangat beragam aplikasinya disesuaikan dengan kebutuhan Bapak Ibu. Nah, jangan lupa juga untuk mengunjungi website kami untuk produk-produk lainnya yang mungkin Bapak Ibu butuhkan. Kami sangat senang untuk membantu kegiatan Bapak Ibu. Sekiranya ada yang perlu didiskusikan atau ada yang perlu untuk di-sharingkan seperti itu, kami saat bersedia dan Bapak Ibu dapat menghubungi kontak kami seperti yang sudah saya berikan di awal tadi. Nah, di sini juga Bapak Ibu bisa bisa mengirim pesan ke kami melalui website seperti itu. Nah, mungkin sekian yang dapat saya sampaikan. Terima kasih untuk perhatian dan kerjasama Bapak, Ibu, dan seluruh hadirin pada siang hari ini. Selamat siang, saya Oscar dan rekan saya Putri. Kami pamit dan sampai jumpa di webinar kami berikutnya.
Mungkin sebelum itu juga saya ingin berterima kasih juga kepada Mr. Akash dan juga tim. Hello, Mr. Akash. Are you still there? Okay. Ya, terima kasih banyak kepada semuanya, para partisipan dan juga Mr. Akash dan juga Miss Mita karena telah menyediakan hasil dan juga presentasi yang luar biasa. So, thank you very much for Smita and also Mr. Akash for the great presentation and also discussion. And have a great day.
Pemutakhiran data. Data kepegawaian. Disuruh buka lagi.
Ini data misalnya kirim kita
belum kirim. Data semua lah Pak. Data semua. Mana apa? Kirimkan ke WA aku. Udah kayak hari itu disampaikan sama itu Ibu Kaima. Udah Pak kita. Nomor 5 Keslim. Udah.
Apa itu?
Keslim nomor 5 udah.
Apanya?
Pemutakhiran data tulisan.
Dari?
Dari Polsek.
Apa yang nomor 5? Posisinya?
Juga.
Nomor berapa ya?
Udah.
Isi berapa? Nomor? 10. Oh.
Masuk.
Oh.
Ini Bos.
Hmm.
Kami kan mau ke Aceh itu.
Hmm.